Hello, mathematicians. Welcome to this discussion. I don't call it a lesson because I want us to discuss this thing together. One of you sent me this question and I discussed it with him. He was so excited and I felt possibly could be some other person could need it, and I decided to make a video. Don't you like that? Yes, you do. Okay, then show it by clicking on the YouTube that you have liked it. What happens when you like something? You want other people to know. Let them know by sharing. There is a great woman in the Bible. After getting good news that she actually was carrying the Savior, she had to go and share the good news with the sister who actually also had received some good news. So you never know, the one you are sharing with may also give you some other good news. And by sharing, somebody says it is caring. Care about each other. Share after subscribing. And don't forget to like and show it, because you have already said that you like it. So we are proving that prove n combination n minus r equals n combination r. It's a matter of bring n combination n minus r and then try to see, does it bring that? By definition, if they tell you p combination q, what is this? This is p factorial out of p minus q factorial, then q factorial. So meaning, say we are discussing, meaning that n combination n minus r, it is the factorial of this, is n factorial divided by this minus this factorial. So that will be n minus r, remember brackets, factorial, then this one factorial, then n minus r factorial. We want to see how this one will be equaling to that. Okay? So we can simplify. And this becomes n factorial out of, when you subtract this, will be n minus n, which will be 0. Then this negative minus r, so it is minus r, which will be r. So the whole of this big bracket that we have is only remaining with r factorial. And then this one is remaining as n minus r factorial. Okay? And can say this is n factorial out of, I can begin with this because multiplication, we don't mind about which comes first as long as they are not matrices. So this is n minus r factorial, then r factorial. And when you are to internalize very well, you see that n factorial out of n minus r factorial is what? Is n combination r. Yeah, let's forget about this. Forget about that, and then we do. So what is this? This is n factorial, okay? Out of this minus this factorial, n minus r factorial, then this factorial. Is this one the same as this? N factorial out of n minus r factorial, then r factorial. Since me is u, then u is me. And since we are the same, then we have proved it. So therefore, n combination n minus r is equivalent to n combination r. We have convinced ourselves. We can move on to do the second one, which I want you to begin. Begin, please, because we have it there. You can begin, and I'm sure you are going to get it. It is very easy. Okay? As you don't forget, some of you be there and actually you forget to subscribe to this channel, which is actually feeding you. How dare do you do that? Huh? We traditionally we had tales that the grandmother that feeds you with yellows, then you should also give her firewood. That is from the village. That if you don't give firewood to the grandmother who gives you yellows, then at some point she will say, I'm no longer giving you my yellows. Okay? So please do so. Subscribe because it is for your own benefit, so that you can also show it to others. We can do this other one, as actually our channel is called BAC, Back Science Education Consultants. We have lessons that we can give you on CDs, DVDs. Can even give them on flash, depending on your ability. If you want any lesson, or somebody wants any lesson, even if we have not reached that chapter, it's okay. Let them contact us. We are going to make that lesson for them. Yeah, of course they are going to sponsor it, because they have. It is like when you want express photos, you are charged higher. Yeah, so but it is, what are things for? What are things for? What are teachers for? For teaching. What is money for spending? Hey, so let's now prove the second one. Prove that n combination r plus n combination r plus minus 1 is actually equivalent to that. So we can begin. So number 2, this was 1. N combination r plus n combination r minus 1. This becomes n factorial out of n minus r factorial, then r factorial. Then we add, this is n factorial out of n minus this one, r minus 1 factorial, of course the whole of this. Okay, n minus this one factorial, then this one factorial, then r minus 1 factorial. Now we want to first simplify that. Okay, so this becomes n factorial is already common, I can put it out, and then this is 1 out of I want to see the things that will be common in this and in that, so that I get the multiples that I can use. What you may call the lowest common multiple of the denominators. So this is n minus 1 factorial. This is r factorial. Meaning in r factorial, I can get an r minus 1 factorial. Okay? Remember, 10 factorial is 10 times 9 times 8 times up to 1. Meaning 10 factorial is 10 times 9 factorial, because 9 times this one is 9 factorial. Okay? 10 factorial is 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 1. But you see from here, this is 8 factorial. So that is to say that n factorial is n times n minus 1 factorial, which can be n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial, and etc. Okay? So we are going to use that knowledge, and then we shall apply it there. Yes. So this is n minus r factorial, then r factorial. We are saying we are doing this one as n minus r factorial, then r into r minus 1 factorial. And actually I'm getting some good thing there. Then plus 1 out of, when you expand this one very well, it will be n, this one will be plus. So it will be n plus 1, then minus r. So that will be n plus 1 minus r factorial, then r minus 1 factorial. So we can still do something more, because I can actually also expand this. So when it becomes this one minus 1, okay? So when I have n plus 1 minus r and n minus 1, you see this minus 1 will be that. So I remain with n minus r, okay? So meaning this one is this into this one factorial, which I see is here, and it will help me in simplifying. Therefore, this becomes n factorial into 1 out of n minus r factorial, then r minus 1 factorial, then plus 1 out of n plus 1 minus r into that one minus 1. When you subtract 1, you remain with n minus r factorial, then we had r minus 1 factorial. Now we wrap this, you can get some good space for working. Remember, we still want to compare this with n plus 1 combination r, but let's first simplify. This becomes n factorial into, so let's get the LCM. So the LCM, first get the ones which are common so that you don't multiply them twice. So you realize that n minus 1, so this is n minus, no, rather n minus r factorial is common. Then r minus 1, r minus 1, r minus 1 factorial is also there. So the other things that are not there is this r, which has to be multiplied, and this n plus 1 minus r. Okay? Now, let's get this one and divide by this, and we see what to write here. So when you get this, divide by this one is already there, so it cancels. This r is there, it cancels, and r minus 1 cancels. So we shall remain with this one that we multiply here, which is n plus 1 minus r. Then we are adding. Get this, divide by this. N minus r is there, r minus 1 is there, r is not there, but n plus 1 minus r is there. So we will remain with r. So what we will get, this becomes n factorial. This is minus r plus r, so this will have n plus 1 out of, I want to rearrange this one so that this r will be followed by, so then we begin with n plus 1 minus r, then into n minus r factorial, then this r, then times r minus 1 factorial. What do you get? Remember, we are comparing with this. So when you reach at that level, you realize that it is becoming n plus 1, then n factorial, then divide by, you see this one, n plus 1 minus r into n minus r is n plus 1 minus r factorial. Okay? Because we have seen n plus 1 minus r into n minus r. Okay? So it was, when you check, we had n plus 1 minus r factorial was this one. Then into, when you subtract n minus r factorial. You realize that? So meaning this one is same as n plus 1 minus r factorial. This is n plus 1 minus r factorial. The whole of this. Then this r into r minus 1 factorial is r factorial. That one is this plus that. Okay? But we are told to show that it is actually equal to this. So what is this? N plus 1 combination r. By definition, this translates to, by definition, and wrap this, by definition, n plus 1 combination r is this factorial, okay? Then out of this minus this, n plus 1 minus r factorial, then this factorial. Is it the same as that? Yes, because actually this is n plus 1 n factorial, which is n plus 1 factorial out of n plus 1 minus r factorial, then r factorial. So you can see that this one that we have moved up this point is equivalent. This is equivalent to n plus 1 combination r. Because this is this one, which is this one. So therefore, by reaching there, you have proved that n combination r plus n combination r minus 1 is equivalent to n plus 1 combination r. By doing so, we continue convincing ourselves that our minds are never in the lockdown, and in any case, they will never be in the lockdown. Even if you lock us in cells, will you lock our dreams? We shall still dream bigger. You can lock someone in a cell and they do extraordinary work there. Their mind can settle and they think beyond. Let this one be a time of reflection. Let this be a time of planning. Let this be a time of concentration. So that this knowledge that is power, this understanding that is conquering, will not leave us at that level, will get us to another level, as we shall fly like the butterfly when we leave that level of the caterpillar and we move forward. At Back Science Education Consultants, we are at your service, providing you with a number of services, not limited to these ones that you know. We have Zoom lessons, some are even free of charge. We organize discussions for you. Please participate. We have free guidance and counseling for those ones who have any issues. So get to us, get our contacts. You are not going to regret why you contacted us. And we are saying you have to be safe. Be safe, stay safe. A new product called HP Cane Juice, Health Petron Cane Juice, is on market. It is responsible for your well-being. Don't eat a sugar cane and you break the teeth. No. It is completely pure. Nothing added. It is preserved very well for your life. How do you get it? Just download the Glovo app, the Glovo International app, and then it will reach you at your doorstep. Just go to the Glovo app and you just request. You will see the Health Petron Cane Juice coming your way. If you have a party, if you have all functions, you can pass through us and we connect you to the suppliers all over for your health benefit. I don't forget to greet those that normally watch our lessons. Kaoya Michael, Uganda Matters SS Namugongo. There is this Edgar Umnyagwenje from Sacred Heart Mshanga. Mumbere from Sacred Heart Mshanga. Madrin from, I think, Mary Hill. I'm forgetting. There is Leah, she's over girls. Philippa, Trinity College Nabingo. I know we have very many friends there. Some of the names I'm forgetting. There is this one. There is you. I want you to mention that name for me. There is, yes, thank you. There is you who is watching. Please continue. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share so that it goes beyond as we build ourselves. Teacher Course. You can actually find some other interesting stories on another sister channel, Teacher Course. Just get there, Teacher Course. You'll find something that you are actually going to share before anyone tells you to share. I didn't want to say this one, but also when you check another channel, Teacher Course. Teacher Course, TRCOS. No any other Teacher Course in the world except this one. You'll also find there some other interesting things, and I'm sure you are going to enjoy. Thank you for following us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for reading. Thank you for being hardworking. May you have the best of your time. Thank you very much.